Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Carpediashow. Got some news coming out from Porsche. Their all-electric sports sedan, the Taycan. Basically the Model S competitor. I don't really think it is. It costs too much. It's basically hovering in a stratosphere, close to almost the price of a Bentley Rolls Royce, the smaller versions. But with this vehicle, the workers at Porsche fought very hard to get the vehicle to be manufactured and produced in their plant, their headquarters in Stuttgart. And what ended up happening is Porsche underestimated the demand for the car. Even though there was a deposit, I think it was about $2,800 to allocate a slot. 20,000 people have already signed up to buy one of these cars, which doesn't seem like a big deal. But 20,000 of these cars, and the fact this car starts at $150,000 is nothing to sneeze at. Believe it or not, they added 1,500 jobs, being able for it to be built at the factory, but they need an additional 500 jobs. So 2,000 people in total had to be added to go ahead and work at the plant. It was something that the automaker fought really hard. They could build the car cheaper somewhere else, but the people felt like, especially the workers, felt that Porsche's first all-electric vehicle should be built at their headquarters and everything, just like a lot of their most famous vehicles that have gone out throughout the years. Now, what's interesting about the car is basically everybody who's going to be working on the car decided to take a percentage pay cut and freeze their raises up until the 2025 year. So basically, Porsche could kind of offset the fact that those workers cost more than if the car would be manufactured somewhere else. So it's pretty interesting that the workers who work for Porsche and Porsche themselves feel so strongly about the car that Porsche will spend more money building the car at their home plant, their home city, and that the workers will go ahead and take a pay cut for 6 years straight just so they could work on this car. So that speaks volumes of how excited people are about this car. I'm excited about the car. This is something that we needed. Technology's moving on. Gas-powered cars are dead. If you're looking to buy a gas-powered car, in the next 3 to 5 years, you're wasting your money. I'm a die-hard petrol head is what people would call it. But even I see the writing on the wall. The price of electric cars have gone down so much. And now we have high-end electric cars, we have affordable electric cars, and how people feel about this upcoming car, I haven't heard not a single bad review on the car. Sure, there's little things here and there people can nitpick at, but this car is going to change the world. It's not just a good electric car like how the Model S is, it's just a good car, and that's one thing that really stands out for the car. There's been a couple people who've tried it. I know it's a very expensive car, but of course, Porsche always starts with their more expensive models, and then they always come down and trickle down once they get production rolling and the price of the materials and the capacity of the plant goes up and the cost of building the car comes down. Then they start to go ahead and bring in more of the cheaper models. So even though the car starts at $150 now, I honestly believe that probably in the next few years they're going to go ahead and introduce some much cheaper models. I know they're going to introduce a smaller version of this car. This technology, like I said, is going to go ahead and be used in future Porsches. From the SUVs. I know the Panamera is probably going to go all turbo. It's going to go all electric. I know it's still going to be called turbo. That's why I said that, Turbo S. But I just figure basically Porsche in the next 5 years, everything is going all electric. And that's okay, because then they get to go ahead and focus. I'm pretty sure the GT3s, GT4s, GT2s, those will still be gas powered and things like that. But like I said, it was a pretty interesting article I read. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link down below so you guys can look at it. It's pretty interesting that the factory workers would take a pay cut, and Porsche felt so strongly about bringing the car here that they losing money building it at their home plant in Germany, especially when it comes to exporting it and things like that. It just costs a lot more for it to come from there. But tell me what you guys think about that. You think it's a good idea, the Porsche, to go ahead and pick their home base and pick somewhere it will cost more, because they could have outsourced it to a lot of different countries and manufacturers? Or do you think that they should have went ahead and built it somewhere else? And also with the workers, I mean, if you worked at the Porsche factory, would you take a pay cut for a car? I'm pretty sure a good majority of them probably don't make enough money to even afford a car, so would that be worth it to you? So tell me what you guys think below in the drop box. I'd like to see what you guys feel about this in the comments, interact with you guys later on today. And I appreciate you guys checking in. Like always, you guys have a good afternoon and evening, and check back. I'll have more information, news, and reviews, coverage of car shows whenever I get a chance to go ahead and take that for you. So sign off today, okay?